journalist at the center of a row over the leaking of sensitive U.S. military information, has confirmed that it was the National Security Advisor Mike Waltz who mistakenly added him to an insecure group chat. Jeffrey Goldberg has been called a liar and a sleazebag by President Trump for publishing details of the messages between senior government officials discussing airstrikes on Yemen's Houthi group. The administration has sought to bat away the story and has given various explanations about what happened. But correspondents say this is probably the first time we're seeing the White House on the back foot, where they are no longer controlling the story. They say it's not clear how this will play out.
Nobody's texting war plans. Well, I noticed this morning, out came something that doesn't look like war plans. And as a matter of fact, they even changed the title to attack plans, because they know it's not war plans. There's no units, no locations, no routes, no flight paths, no sources, no methods, no classified information. You know who sees war plans? I see them every single day. I looked at them this morning. I looked at attack plans this morning. My job, as it said atop of that, everybody's seen it now, team update, is to provide updates in real time. General updates in real time, keep everybody informed. That's what I did. That's my job. The war fighters will take the fight to the enemy, and I love what they do. And with President Trump's leadership, our enemies are on notice. We will have peace through strength, and we'll keep putting our troops first.
Hegseth is doing a great job. He had nothing to do with this. Hegseth. How do you bring Hegseth into it? He had nothing to do. Look, it's all a witch hunt.
President Trump and before him Pete Hegseth. Well, for her assessment, I'm joined now on the line from Germany by the Director of Strategic Initiatives for Democrats Abroad, Angela Fobbs. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. So the Trump administration still clearly under intense pressure over this leak of sensitive military information over a group chat. What do you make of this latest development around what's being called Signalgate?
Well, the SecDef, Pete Hegseth, he is wrong. Everything that they did by putting this chat on Signal was against Army and military rules and regulations. The military has systems where if they wanted to have a chat, they could. That wouldn't be on their personal phones. And now they've opened themselves up to tracking by any number of our enemies.
So, I mean, what are the big concerns for you as a Democrat? Because, I mean, I think a lot of people would agree with you that if Pete Hegseth is texting a journalist telling him that an attack is about to be launched on Yemen and telling him what kind of planes and weapons are going to be used and when the bombs are going to fall, I mean, that seems like sensitive war planning information to most people.
Yes, it is sensitive planning information. And Pete Hegseth and everyone else that was in this chat needs to either resign or be fired, because they've violated any number of rules that a normal employee of the Department of Defense or actually even other high-ranking officials would probably get fired for. The information that they shared was war planning information, and they can try to rename it anything, but anyone who's ever worked for the Department of Defense as a civilian or as a soldier knows that this isn't true. I used to work for the Department of Defense, and if I had done that, I'm pretty sure I would have been fired and probably arrested.
Do you think the administration has been backed into a corner and they're attacking rather than defending?
I think the administration, that is what they normally do, is attack. They don't defend. Honestly, this whole new second Trump administration is a disaster, and this is what we can expect for the next 4 years, is a constant stream of so-called mistakes, but they're going to endanger lives.
Now, Mike Waltz, who is the National Security Advisor, has taken responsibility for mistakenly adding Mr. Goldberg to the group chat, suggesting that he meant to invite someone else. He says he never met Mr. Goldberg and wouldn't know him if he bumped into him or saw him in a police lineup. But Mr. Goldberg's account is very different. He suggests that the two have met several times. I mean, who do you believe?
I'm going to go with Mr. Goldberg, that he's telling the truth. The problem is not the problem. It is a problem that he added a reporter to the chat, but the actual problem is that they're conducting business on Signal like they were talking to their friends or planning an event or something like this, a casual event. And this is where the problem is that they actually didn't use proper procedures in the first place.
Now, President Trump has attacked, I'm sure you've heard that, attacked Jeffrey Goldberg severally. He's been pretty vitriolic, calling him a loser, a sleazebag, deceitful, and highly discredited. I mean, should Mr. Goldberg be worried about any kind of retribution against him or against his magazine from the Trump administration?
Yes, he should be very worried. I believe that they might, depending on how this goes with the public, they might try to file charges on him. But I'm just speculating. The only people that need charges filed on them are the people that were in that group chat and the person that set it up, because Signal is not an approved. It's not an approved application for government phones. So that also means they were using their personal phones, which is also wrong.
And I know, of course, that you are a Democrat, but I wonder if you're hearing anything from people in the Republican Party about how much panic might be going on behind the scenes inside the White House about all this. I mean, I understand there's a widespread feeling in that White House that Mike Waltz is an idiot, and a lot of people simply can't believe that he had such poor telephone hygiene.
Well, yeah, the GOP is also interested in investigating, because this makes them look just as bad, because they supported all these people in their positions. Hopefully they will investigate, since they control the House and the Senate, and we can get some real answers as to why this is going on. But it's unlikely that the GOP will really actually do anything. I'm pretty sure it'll all just be for show.
Angela, I want to thank you very much indeed for taking the time to talk to us. We really appreciate it. Angela Fobbs is the Director of Strategic Initiatives for Democrats Abroad. She was talking to me on the line from Germany.